Hi, I'm Sarah from Gibson Farms in Loma Rica, and I thought I would start some instructional videos on the simplicity of gardening. I know some people, like myself, like to look for lots and lots of information, and there's lots of information out there, but it's really not hard. It's a lot of trial and error, and over 15 years of gardening has showed me a lot of error. So I'm just wanting to give back maybe some videos that might help realize that it's really just simple. So today I have a bunch of basil that I have to replant because they're starting to stretch toward the sun right now. If you look over here, there's 2 rows that I've had of store-bought basil, and then I have the rest of this from here is all saved seed. So you can see that my saved seed did a lot better. It was very, very fresh. So this is how I do it. I fill my trays with organic compost. I make sure it's nice and soaked. I'm only using half of this tray today, so I made sure this was nice and watered, and I actually use a pencil, my main tool, and I use a popsicle stick because those are the 2 things that are pretty easy for me. And so I'll just show you how I transplant from seed. Just to clarify, these 2 rows of Atten basil I bought at the store, but I bought them for last season, so they're a little bit older. And then the rest of these were sowed from just this last season from our farm. So what I do is I take pencil or stick or whatever you want to. You could just use your finger if you want to, and I just wiggle little holes. Now in this particular case, I'm probably going to put 2 in each of these cells. That way when you're popping them into the ground, that you'll have just 2 plants there. They're not going to be fighting for nutrients, and they're going to get really, really big. So this right here, I'll just pop out the Atten basil here. The soil's a little bit drier than I'd like, but still I'm making sure to just kind of pull the dirt up from the bottom. And normally I lay them out on the table. Maybe I will lay them out front here. And then I notice it has lots of good roots there. And I'm actually gonna pull 2 because I'm gonna plant 2 in each of these. So I just lay them over like that, and I gotta be careful not to break them, but I wanna just kind of give them a little help in there where they're deep. If their leaves get covered with dirt, it's okay. They're still gonna pop through. And so I just take 2. Normally I'm taking 1 at a time. And basil you can also plant in a 3-inch pot would probably be better. I'm going to be planting some in 3-inch pots for sale, but for now I'm just showing you guys here, and that's it. And then I'm just going to put these in the greenhouse. I'll probably wait a little while to put them in the greenhouse just to get them acclimated outside because it is still a little bit cold at night. I've been bringing plants in, but that's it. It's that easy. I also have opal basil, which is these cute little purple leaves, but the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of stick the pencil down or stick whatever you have down in there and loosen the dirt up, and then just pull them out. And you know, basil's not really that temperamental, especially lettuce. You do the same thing with the lettuce, and lettuce is super forgiving, just as long as you make sure not to break the stalk, because sometimes you'll get one and you've either touched it a little too harsh, and you'll get, when you get a little limp one like that, I mean, you could try your hand at it, but you see there's so many seeds, I'm not going to really worry about it. So anyway, that's all you do. That's how you transplant your basil. And then whatever I don't use, I usually just tuck back in here till I'm ready to use it. Also, I'll note I put them in a big tray, and I plant a lot in one cell because I only have so many warming trays. I'm just a small business. So I put a lot in one seed tray, and then I transplant them into the trays when they're ready to go outside. That way I can grow a lot more at one time instead of having them all these trays on top of a warming tray. So if you have any more questions or comments or suggestions for new videos, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.